Hi everyone, my name is Emily. I am a CWA and I am here today to share with you all some tips and tricks on balancing your life. We've all heard about burnout. We've most likely all experienced burnout to some degree and heard some tips and tricks along the way on how to combat it. Today, I want to talk with you all about more of the scientific side on why stress and pressure can lead to those gross physical symptoms and feelings that are so displeasant with stress. We are all involved as students, and then some of us are involved with work, sports, RSOs, so many things on and off campus, and we are all very busy. But unfortunately, the human brain is not designed to withstand constant pressure and stress that we all are doing on a day to day basis as we multitask throughout our lives. But a balanced mind is the key to maintaining this busy lifestyle. When we feel balanced, we are more capable of dealing with the negative emotions that are inevitably going to come up with day to day life stressors. So, from a science perspective, a little bit, there are several ways to combat stress. And in order to do that, it's helpful to understand where stress can come from. So, stress itself causes an increase in the hormone cortisol. When you have super high levels of cortisol, your anxiety and depression are going to be heightened. It can cause headaches, stomach aches, and all of those unpleasant physical symptoms that I was mentioning a little bit earlier. So fortunately, the vagus nerve in our body can tell the brain and the body to produce serotonin, which can counteract the effects of this cortisol. So basically, you get super stressed, cortisol levels rise. The vagus nerve tells your brain to, whoa, produce some serotonin, which is then going to come and hopefully counteract that cortisol, bring down our heart rate, get rid of the headache and stomach aches, kick your digestive tract back into gear. The vagus nerve and stress responses. So, the vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve in our body. It goes all the way from your stomach up to your brain, and it triggers your parasympathetic nervous system. Many of us have heard of the fight or flight mentality that we get, when something stressful happens and your, heart rate increases, your digestive tract slows down, all of that. Well, the vagus nerve can help trigger the rest and digest, which is like the opposite. This will reduce your stress and anxiety symptoms by, helping everything calm down a little bit. So, all great information, but how do we activate our vagus nerve? The best ways to do this could be deep breathing, taking, a deep breath from your stomach, inhaling longer, exhaling longer than you inhale, movement, any way to get your heart rate up, whether that's just some stretching, some yoga, walks, any movement of your body. Music. Everyone loves listening to music. Any way to relax, some meditation, deep thinking, breathing, things like that. And of course, yoga. At the end of this presentation, I will share some links with you all on restorative yoga and different ways that we can use yoga just to activate that vagus nerve, reduce our stress levels, deep breathe, and all of that. There are many, many benefits to yoga, including encouraging mental and physical relaxation, reducing stress and anxiety, stimulating the vagus nerve, and increasing vagal tone. Now, this can improve your mood, heart rate, cognition, autonomic regulation, and so much more. Now, I know we're all very busy, so sometimes the thought of yoga or any, organized activity like that can seem like too much. But there are many ways that we can easily incorporate these tools into our daily routine. Some of these include mindfulness, just taking a couple minutes, it could be as little as 5 minutes, to practice mindfulness and meditation. Deep breathing, again, you can only do it for a couple minutes whenever you're feeling heightened stress and anxiety. Stretching, little bits of movement, stretching, calming down, or 5 to 15-minute quick yoga routines that you can find online, you can find it in books, you can find it pretty much anywhere. So, thank you for listening. I hope that you got some valuable information from this, and please go check out the links. Here are some resources if you need them, including the Line for CAPS Crisis, the UPD Emergency, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, National Eating Disorder Awareness Hotline, Trans Lifeline, and the Trevor Project Hotline. Thank you.